Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Talk am as e be with Apostle Alfred Uyinosa. Apostle Alfred say our Nigeria armed force need total reform. They need special training. So now be the things where Apostle Alfred come talk today. So make I leave you now, make you hear from her. Enjoy the video.
Amount of intimidation. Yes, policeman come yesterday, one sergeant come yesterday night at about after 5 in the evening that somebody wrote a petition against me. Yeah, one sergeant AJ Ogunda. One sergeant AJ Oguda. I never know be the person. So I dey go there this morning around 10. Now I go know who petitioned me for saying the truth. I will continue to stand for the truth. We will raise men and women that will fight to defend their country. We will no longer be oppressed anymore. Dead body no dey fear coffin, but we no go die now. We no go die now. And anyone with a vex they stand for truth, and you want to be evil, now that evil will swallow your generation. Hello, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the area. We for the connect with us this morning. We thank Baba God for this new day when indoor create. Now only one they put road, when the road no day. Now only one now divide the Red Sea into two, so that many children of Israelites will pass. And only one now she create water for desert, so that maybe people see water drink. God will say thank you. For all of you now, we don't follow the broadcast, we don't share them, we don't invite our friend, we don't support us. Now God go bless you now. Now God will raise people who will support you now in time of need. And now God will support you now, support the work where you they do. As all of us come together, take join together to take make Edo great. Now so God will still raise people when he will join together to make everything around you great in the name of Jesus. And I also pray for now those of you where they think well of this state. Now so people will still think of a matter well. I pray problem no go be in a portion, calamity no go be in a portion. The people with God don't assign to bless you now, may problem go far from them. The men and women with God don't project to take bless you now, may problem go far from them in the name of Jesus. Now God will continue to think about una matter, and now God will continue to do for una waiting una no fit do for una self. As una take carry this state matter for una head positively, now so people will take carry una matter for their head positively. And I pray, say God will favor all of us where they think better things towards the state and towards humanity. Now God will bless all of una. I say, may I really thank all of una this morning before I begin to put match for the matter when in the ground. Una do well, when until they support us. Now God will bless you. Now Baba God will bless you now. People, when you go help una, they no go scarce. People, when you go support una children, them no go scarce. They go continue to the run, they come. Before you shout, they don't come. Before you knock, they don't appear. And I pray, as una come out today, una go come back in good health. Una go come back with happiness. Una go come back with joy. Una go come back with favor. Problem, no bona portion. Kata no bona portion. Shame, no bona portion. God will prosper the work when they put hand. Una do well. When I don't really support this broadcast, then God will bless you now. Who be me? When you just wake up in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, they talk and people go they listen. It shows that God really give una listening ear to listen to waiting and they talk and how we fit change our state. Una do well. God go bless una. God go bless una. This morning, I want to put mouth for something when I just see things sleep. As I wake up, the thing just flash on my head. That's okay. I go put match this morning. Then when I go see contribute, when I go see talk on our own. Our Nigerian armed forces need total reformation. They need total reform. The Nigeria police need total reform. Navy need total reform. Soldiers, they need total reform. All the security apparatus for this country, they need total reform. They need total reform. Not be to the talk for months. They need to go through training and retraining again. Because most of them don't know why they be police. Most of them don't know why they be soldier. Most of them don't know why they be Navy. Most of them don't know why they be Air Force. Most of them never know why they be Federal SARS or State SARS. Most of them never know why they be National Civil Defense Corps. They don't even know. They don't even know. So the time for total retraining is now. Total reform of our armed forces now. Not be tomorrow. Now. Because most of our armed forces, they don't get human sympathy. They carry their hearts, they remove the heart of flesh, they put stone. They don't get human sympathy. Most of our armed forces, they don't know how to protect life and property. They don't care. Waiting happen to, they don't care. Now the truth be this, talk about it as it be. They don't get human sympathy. No, me, I don't know why they don't get family. They don't get children. They don't get family. Because the way some of our armed forces they behave like children. It be like they never get children for us. It be like they never get family. It be like they don't fall from heaven. They don't come to the edge. They don't get family. Why some of our Nigerian armed forces they wicked past devil himself? Even when they would do, even Satan would they wonder, I be not saying on this thing. Because of the way they behave, because of their attitude to the people where they're supposed to protect. The life of the people where some of our armed forces supposed to protect, now they kill like chicken every day. They go they kill them like chicken every day. Our armed forces, some of them don't get human sympathy. They don't get human sympathy, especially police. They don't get human sympathy. Some of them. But the ones when they did bad, now plenty part the way they good. That's why we don't see the good one again for our society because of the bad one. This morning, time don't reach for us to talk this matter as it be. Our armed forces, they need total reform. They need to go through training and retraining. It be like some of them never know their job description again. Some of them don't even know their job description again. They don't know. They don't know. They never know their job description anymore. They don't know. Because the way that they do, they will worse past Satan himself. Some of them are professional armed robber. When we say don't repent, come call police. But that thief is always a thief. He did their blood. Some of them are renowned cultists. He still in their blood. So they need total reform. What will be the mind reform? Their mind. Their mind need to be reformed. Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And the mind of our armed forces need transformation, need total reformation. They need transformation. Because their minds don't need transform at all. They are not reformed. And they are not even informed. The devil they carry leg, carry hand, past their job description. The job of the police is to protect life and property. But today, the life where they're supposed to protect, now they kill like chicken. The property where they're supposed to protect, now they destroy like normal business. No more human feelings. No human feelings. That's why they put mouth for this matter this morning. Say our armed forces need total reform. They need to know what it be value for life. They have lost value for life. It has to come back. It has to come back. Our armed forces have lost value for life. Human sympathy they don't get again. For how long? Now so we go to day for our own country. When it be say the armed forces we're supposed to protect life, not them. come to destroy life. That's why me and they talk about this morning. Our armed forces need total reform. They need to go through training and retraining again, so that they no go scatter this country for our hand. Talk am as it be. Talk am as it be. We dey talk am as it be. Our armed forces are not trained. They need training again. If you see the way they dress, they even worse past criminal. Especially the ones who they call themselves SARS. They worst past cultists with the way they dress. Some of them you see carry that you see dreadlock, some of them they carry. Is that what they are trained? Is that the training they went through? People just see police, you know they fear. Police are supposed to be our friend. The armed forces are supposed to be our friend. The police should take a clue from the Navy. The police should take a clue from the army. May they see army, they are composed. The Navy are well composed. So the Nigerian police should follow suit. It is time for total reform. Total reform. We go continue to talk as it be. We will continue to talk. All the activists, because you don't compromise, because you don't swallow it, you are not supposed to swallow, so you don't even know to talk again. You don't even know how to protect the life of the people again. The few when it day now, make una wake up. Make una wake up. People go to protest, police go to shoot gun. You are supposed to protect the life of the people that are protesting. All the police will not get family. Will not get family. Will not get family. Will not get family. Federal SARS will not get family. I will not come from sky. Will not get family. So, time don't come with everybody need to wake up. Our armed forces need total reform. Total reform. Because the attitude of our armed forces is becoming unbearable. It's becoming unbearable. It's becoming unbearable. And something needs to be done urgently. Something needs to be done urgently. It no dey late, but time don't reach for total reform. Some of the police are good, but the bad ones, not the let us they know the good ones again. The bad ones, not even they let us they know the good ones again. Because of their attitude, because of their approach to life, because of their approach to human life. That's why I had talk this morning. Our police, armed forces, they need total reform. They need to know what they call value for life. To value life. But our people don't get that. They don't have it. Value for life, love for humanity. It not did the heart of our armed forces. Love need to return. Why kill the people they are supposed to protect? Why make life miserable for the people that you are supposed to protect? These one are questions, and so many other questions we need to ask our leaders. Will they behave like children? The armed forces, you guys need to go back for training so that you people can have value for life. value for life. In the name of Yahoo Yahoo, they embarrass people. So I can't get POS for some motor. Just to keep embarrassing the people. Our armed forces, they make the citizen to they hate police because of their attitude. Because of their attitude. Our armed forces, they make the people, they hate the country because of their attitude and character. People protest for Lagos revolution now. The next you arrest them. Did they carry arm? You arrest them, put them for prison. For what? For speaking out? For saying no to injustice? For saying no to killings? For saying no to oppression? Wanna arrest them on which ground? For come on now, you're supposed to protect those guys. Protect those guys. Because una get family. If I say una family, be like una family don't in this country. That's why waiting they touch the people, don't they touch una. Remember, say una children they go to school. Where the poor masses children they go. Una forget. Una forget say una wives. See they go the same market with ordinary people. Make una put this thing into consideration. Una go know say human life is very, very important. If the way una they treat other people children, they begin to treat una children, how una go feel? If the way that they brutalize people, wife and husband, they begin to brutalize members of una family like that, how una go feel? The state or the country will be thrown into anarchy and chaos. Make una they do what it will make the citizen go to respect una. Our armed forces. Make una they do what it make people go to honor una, go to respect una. People not supposed to see una they fear. People not supposed to see una they run. They're supposed to see una they go fall in love because of una character, because of una body courage, because of una friendly attitude. Some of our police are not friendly. Some of them are not friendly. They are too hostile. That's what we do for military camp. We're not the military camp. So, I believe every month should be set aside. In 2 days in a month should be set aside for training of our armed forces. The police, all of them. Every month they should be what they call training. Reform for human life. Value. They need to learn what they need to learn value for human life. Value for human life. That's the first thing. If they feel understand the value for human life and their responsibility in protecting life and property, then we are good to go. Then we are good to go. So people should stop arousing our youth. Especially so for being an ancien and they take the move. Sienna, when they just say they flash a car, they will pursue one. When they pursue one, they force to bring your phone. Which business do you have with their phone? As you check their phone, as you check on that seat. What are they? No. That's not your work. So the police that they do the work of road safety. So the police that they do the work of road safety. The duty of the armed forces to combat crime, eliminating crime in our society, ensuring that the place is safe for people to live. But today, the reverse is the case. Our armed forces, especially the police, need total reform. Their mind need to be transformed. The Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. The mind of our armed forces need to be transformed. They need to go through training again. The bad ones on the letter, they need the good ones again. Yeah. The bad ones on the letter, not the good ones again. and they need to go back to a drawing board. The police should be friendly. They're not friendly. They're not friendly. They're not friendly. You people should not throw this state into anarchy. The armed forces, please, people should not throw this country to anarchy. Because a day is coming where the youth will revolt. When they revolt, it will become unbearable. Please, we shouldn't get to that level. We shouldn't get to that level. You guys should know what they call value for life. Each time I move for street, I see the way these federal SARS, they behave like animal, but they are not. I don't know why they keep behaving like animal when they are not. You mean people cannot buy a car anymore? You mean people cannot use good phone anymore? You mean people cannot put on good clothes anymore? In their own land, in their own state? Must everybody look haggard? Must everybody be using Palanga phone? No. Let's come to think of it. The role of the police is to protect life and property. To protect life and property. And not to destroy the property and the life. Our armed forces are not friendly at all. They are not friendly at all. They are not friendly. People are supposed to fall in love to join police. But today, condemned criminals, armed robbers, they are not the one taking over our police and armed forces. Cultists. Arena cultists. And I'm the one carrying gun to protect the life of the people. There is no safety in this country anymore. We are not safe in our land. We are not safe in our own land because of the activities of some of the police and soldiers. We are not safe. Politicians will do their own. Police, soldier, navy will still do their own. For how long? For how long? Freedom is now or never from police brutality. Freedom is now or never from police brutality. Freedom is now or never from the Nigerian army brutality. We need total freedom. The people want to enjoy their stay. We want to be safe in our own land. We want to have peace in our own land. We want to have joy in our own land. We want to have comfort in our own land. The embarrassment that our people keep facing from the hands of their armed forces is becoming unbearable. It's becoming unbearable. Talk as it be. People are dying. People are dying silently every day in the hands of the Nigerian police. Every day. People are dying every day. We want to be free in our own land. We want to be free and safe in our own land. But our armed forces is making life miserable. We need total reform. Our armed forces need total reform. They need to go through training and retraining. We can no longer be smiling. We can no longer be suffering and smiling. We can no longer be suffering and smiling in our own land because of the activities of the armed forces. Our armed forces don't need to know what they call love. Love. You can't find love anywhere anymore in the space of Nigeria. No love. No love for human life. No love. They keep extorting the people. They keep collecting money from the people unnecessarily. We used to hear bail is free and police is your friend. Today, police are now become the worst enemy, and the bail is not free. For how long? We'll be running from armed robber, also be running from police. We'll be running away from criminals. I will still be running away from armed forces. We need freedom from police brutality. We need freedom. We want to be free. We want to be safe in our own land. We are tired of living under fear of the unknown. We are tired. Our people don't tire. They are tired of living under fear. Fear. We are tired. It is time for godly men and women to go into armed forces that will help change the negative narrative. Our armed forces, they don't see another police for outside the country. They don't see the way they arrange themselves. They only see the way they arrange themselves. They are well composed. They don't intimidate people. They don't see them. The Nigerian police, whatever name, when they see other police from other African country or developed country, when they see the way they compose themselves. But we know they're not good finish, but they compose themselves. Our armed forces are making the people to hate the country the more. Making the youth to hate the country the more instead of to love the country. Our armed forces are not playing a good role. Some are good, but the bad ones are more. Nigeria no go better. I'm going to tell ourselves the truth. Nigeria no go better. Mo you tell ourselves the truth. This don't be fake. Nigeria no go better. Na lie. Now since when I born me, now we don't hear that story. Since I was born, we have been hearing that story. Nigeria go better. Na lie. Since I was born, now I'm getting old. I've been hearing Nigeria go better. It's not better. But now we go make them better. We will make it better now. We will continue to say no to oppression. Youth, remember the power is in your hands. Youth, come together. Youth, come together. We should stop killing ourselves. Let us come together so that we can speak in one voice to say no to corruption, to say no to injustice, to say no to bad political leadership, to say no to infrastructural decay, to say no to police brutality, to say no to hardship. The future, if Nigeria must be great again, the youth need to wake up to take the bull by the horn, not our fathers. Our fathers, they are old, they are losing strength every day. Our mothers, they are old, they are losing strength every day. They can't talk, they can't fight, they can't do anything. So the youth, rise up. Nigeria youth, rise up and speak in one voice. Nigerian youth, rise up and speak in one voice. Let us come together in love to say no to injustice, to say no to greedy politicians, to say no to evil men in a corridor of power, to say no to extrajudicial killings, to say no to police or military brutality, to say no to corruption, to say no to cultism. Let us begin to shun evil devices as we come together. Let us shun evil devices so that we can make this country great again. Our country will be great again if we can wake up to say no to injustice. The power to change the nation is in the hands of the youth. The power to transform the nation is in the hands of the youth. So the Nigerian youth, wake up. Wake up from your bed of slumber. Shun evil. Shun cultism. Shun bad relationship. Embrace what is good. Let us come together to change the narrative. When anything happens to one youth, it should happen to all, so that they will know that the youth still have voice to change the narrative. If the nation must be the nation that we ever dreamt of, arise, O youth of God. Arise. Youth, arise. You need to know the truth. The youth wake up and study the Constitution. Our youth wake up. Study the Constitution. Everybody go and download the 99 Constitution. Have it in your phone. Study. Because that is our weapon. That is our power. That is our weapon. That is the power. Wake up. Begin to download the 1999 Constitution as amended on your phone. Have it. Delete those rubbish. Begin to have the Constitution. It's free. Download. Study. Especially chapter 2, chapter 3. That has to do with human rights. Remember the 1999 Constitution chapter 2, that the primary responsibility of the government is to provide security and welfare for the people. But today, those that have been assigned to provide security for the people are the one killing the people, making life miserable for the people. That is the reason we are going back to say no to police brutality. We are saying no to injustice. We are saying no to killings. We are saying no to harassment of our youth in our land. We are saying no to oppression. And we must rise to take the bull by the horn on the altar of genuine love. We must rise to fight against the monster, to fight against injustice, to fight against corruption. And the looting of our treasury. Youth, stop celebrating corrupt politicians. Youth, stop celebrating the thieves in our society. The youth, stop celebrating those that stole our commonwealth and converted it for themselves. Let's stop celebrating them and let us begin to ask them questions. What did you do with our commonwealth? Remember, God has not given unto us the spirit of fear, but of love and of sound mind. We must come together We must come together to fight this monster, to fight this injustice, and to say no to police brutality. My people, the youth, rise up, rise up. The power to change this nation is in your hands. Youth, the power to change this nation for good is in your hands. Yes. The power to change this nation, Nigerian youth, it dey una hand. It not dey those elders' hand. It dey una hand. And the time don come to wake up, to take your destiny by force. Take your destiny. Matthew 11:12, the Bible says, right from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. Youth, arise and take your destiny by force on the altar of love. Show fear, for God has not given unto us the spirit of fear, but of love and of sound mind. Before we can transform the nation, we must begin to love ourselves. Youth, let us begin to love ourselves. Youth, let us begin to love ourselves. That is the first point. Let us begin to love ourselves. When we begin to love ourselves, then we begin to look after each other. When we begin to look after each other, then we have the power and the mandate to fight against corruption. Youth, our leaders have mortgaged this nation. They don't care. So that's the reason why you and I must rise up to say no against, no to injustice, no to police brutality, no to backwardness, no to corrupt politicians who now convert our wealth to personal use. And we must stop celebrating the evil men in our society. The hour has come for us to arise to stop celebrating the corrupt men and women in our society. This is the time for us to save this nation. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time. Youth, rise up and say no to thuggery. Don't allow yourself to be used by any politician. Say no. Look at Ondo election now. The youth are not killing themselves. Wise up. Ondo people learn from Edo. Wise up. Wise up. Wise up. Wise up. Talk Amasibe. Youth, wise up. Stop. Stop. Stop engaging yourself in thuggery. Stop it. Remove your hand from crime. Embrace what is good. Shun evil. Shun evil. Shun evil. And embrace what is good. Shun evil and embrace what is good. And the time is now. And the time is now. If Nigeria will be great again, the power is in the hands of the youth. And the youth should wake up to say no to corrupt politicians. If we begin to challenge them, if we begin to question them, this country will be great again. Remember, 1999 Constitution has amended that the government derive our power from the people. Not the people deriving their power from the government. Remember, in that same constitution, that the primary responsibility of the government is to provide security and welfare for the people. But today, the people are not the one providing security for themselves. The people are not the one providing security for themselves. The people are not the one providing welfare for themselves. The people that are made to protect the people are not the one killing the people like chicken. Enough is enough. That's the reason I'm saying. That's why they talk on this morning. Say our armed forces, they need total reform of their mind. Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. The mind of our armed forces need to be transformed and be renewed, so that they can begin to know what they call genuine love. So that they can love the people. So that the people can fall in love with them. So that the masses can respect them. This is the time for our armed forces to go back to their drawing board. Our armed forces all over the country, go back to your drawing board. Go for reformation. Go for training and retraining. You guys should go for training, for value, to value human life. Make una get human sympathy. Make them remove the heart of stone from una, then give una the heart of flesh. The heart of stone, that stone need to be removed from the heart of our armed forces. God need to give you guys the heart of flesh, so that you people can have human feelings, human sympathy. We can no longer be oppressed in our own land. We are not safe anymore in our own land. We are not safe. We are not safe. We are not safe in our own land. We are not safe. The Nigeria, the dream of my home. For that dream to come alive, youth, rise up. The people that is oppressing this nation, they are just few. They are not up to 20%. They are not up to 20%. The people that are converting the wealth of this nation for themselves, they are not up to 20%. We are at the 80%. Just keep fold down. We just keep just the look. Anywhere belay face. Anywhere they push us, they will go. We want to say no. The hour has come for us to go back to Jesus. Let us go back to God with the whole of our hearts and begin to do the needful. And do the needful. When we do this, Nigeria will be great again. Let us join together to make this nation great again. The youth must return back to begin to say no to the works of evil politicians. Let's start from there. We should stop shouting chair, chair. The youth, stop shouting chair, chair. Youth, stop celebrating evil men. Youth, stop celebrating evil politicians that do not mean well for you. Stop celebrating them. When we begin to stop celebrating them, then the nation will be great again. Since 1960, since I was born, I am getting old. We have been hearing Nigeria go better. Na lie, Nigeria no go better. Na lie, no better. For Nigeria to better, we need to change the narrative. There should be mind training, mind control, transformation. The evil in our land is too much. In fact, the evil being perpetrated by our armed forces is unbearable. The evil being perpetrated by our armed forces is unbearable. They are supposed to be our friends, but today they are not, because of their attitude, action, and character. In a developed country, the police are trained to think about the people. But in Nigeria, the police are trained to think about themselves and to kill the people. October 1st, people were protesting, saying no to injustice. When I arrest them, when I put them for prison, we mean people do not have right to protest anymore? On which basis do you arrest those people and put them in prison? By saying no to injustice? Police, you don't get children, you don't get family, you don't get wife. The armed forces, you don't get children, you don't get wife, you don't get family. When they go different market, when our children they go different school, when our children they go different hospital. No. The answer is no. The answer is no. Talk Amasibi. Yesterday, somebody don't go petition me. One police called me yesterday. Yes. We'll be there by 10 o'clock this morning. For fighting, for standing for the truth. No amount of intimidation. Yes, policeman called me yesterday. One sergeant called me yesterday night at about after 5 in the evening. That somebody wrote a petition against me. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Artillery Command, Saple Road. We'll be going there this morning. So I just make it alert the whole world. If they did not succeed during the election, and they can never succeed after the election. Can never succeed. Because I will continue to stand for the truth. I will continue to stand for the truth. Without fear or favor. I will ensure that Nigeria will be great again. Nigeria is our dream home. Nigeria, they are not saving their own country. So, Muna, pray for me. Somebody wrote a petition against me, according to the police that called me yesterday evening. May I go there, may I go know why they petitioned me for saying the truth. For saying the truth. And I can never be intimidated. So I'm announcing it to the whole world now that they have decided to fight me for standing for the truth. Fight against me for standing for the truth. Yeah, one Sergeant AJ Ogunda. One Sergeant AJ Oguda. I never know be the person. So I dey go there this morning around 10. May I go know who petitioned me for saying the truth. I will continue to stand for the truth. We will raise men and women that will fight to defend their country. We will no longer be oppressed anymore. Dead body no dey fear coffin, but we no go die now. We no go die now. And anyone with a verse that they stand for truth, and you want to do me evil, now that evil will swallow your generation. Anybody with a verse, say, why would this man be speaking? And you want to finish me, God will finish on your generation. If you eat, the food will finish you. If you drink water, the water will come sickness to your body. Unless we are not called by God. This is the number of the sergeant man that called me yesterday night. Yesterday evening at about 5 p.m. in the evening. Said that somebody wrote a petition against me. For standing for the truth? Yes. I will continue to stand for the truth. My good will never kill me. Never. Never. This is the number of the sergeant. Sergeant EJI. Then Ogunda. This is the number. Mona call them. Mona they call them. Mona they call of them. This morning I will find out. We will know who wrote the petition. Then they should be ready. They should be ready. This is the number of the policeman who come yesterday evening. 070 64 33 51 35. I don't know who wrote the petition. The petition have refused to tell me. So we'll go there this week, go find out who wrote the petition against me. I will never stop standing for the truth. Forget it. Never. Never. Yes. 070 64 33 51 35. That's the number of the sergeant Ogunda that called me yesterday that somebody wrote a petition against me. Who else? Who else wrote the petition? Is there among people? Who else will write it? Who else will write it? There are the people that will write the petition against me. And I will continue to hammer the truth. I will continue to hammer the truth. And we never stop. So the whole world, more than a year now, they have been looking for me. They have been looking for me, but they can never get me. Why? Because I have done no man wrong. Continue to stand for the truth. Because they don't try all means. They don't try everything. They say, now let us go and petition him. You know go work. If you are a Nigerian politician, whatever level you think you occupy, that is angry because of what I am doing to liberate the people, and you have decided to haunt me, may you and your generation know no peace. May calamity upon calamity continue to knock on your door, that you will never survive, you will never recover from it. And anyone I speak this morning prophetically to the air, anyone that want to use their money to sponsor evil against me, for standing for the Edos all over the world, may you use that money to destroy yourself. May you use that money to sponsor what will destroy you. If you go to the river to carry out evil against me, you will never return from that river. If you go to any shrine to submit my name for standing for the truth, the shrine will consume you. If you go to the coven to submit my name, the name of my children, because I am standing for the truth, that coven will swallow you and your generation, whoever you are and whatever you represent. Because the God of Elijah is going to finish every one of you. They will know that one with God is majority. One with God is a majority. If you are a Nigerian politician or a stakeholder that is planning evil against me for standing for the truth, That evil will swallow you and your generation. I'll be going to the station this morning. Let me go and see the person who wrote the petition against me for standing for the truth. I've been waiting for this. It's not plenty. It's not plenty. I'll be waiting for them. So we are ready, and we are ready, and we will never be intimidated. I carry the mantle of my late father, Archbishop Benson Idahosa. The blood flow in my blood. The blood is flowing in my DNA. And we can never be intimidated. I will go there to find out who wrote the petition against me for standing for the truth. We will continue to fight. I will never be discouraged. And I will not be discouraged. Never. So my people, when I do well, let me freshen up now. Let me go and find out who wrote the petition against me. We will know. And I will do the live. Once I did, I'll do live coverage. And I will share. So please continue to pray for me. And it's part of it. Please continue to pray for me. And I trust God. Victory is ours. Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Apostle.
Yeah, Epadomo, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir.
So, yeah. Well, I'm trying to read the subject. It's not picking.
Yes, sir.
Probably, I don't know the reason, but I will continue to call him. And I think they need to be educated as well.
Yes.
They need to be taught as well. You know, there are a lot of things as we talk about the Nigeria armed forces have to be reformed. Not only be reformed, they have to be, retrained. Because in Western world, you will see they hardly carry AK-47. If the highest weapon you can see in a policeman with a policeman here is a pistol and a stick finish, and they don't use it. They don't use it. Sometimes they only use it occasionally for self-defense, and they cannot even arouse you for your well-dressed. They will not arouse you for anything. If they even have any information about you, it can take them 1 year to investigate your issue, and once they have concrete evidence, they will take those evidence to court. The court will not give them permission to keep you, or wherever they found you, they will lay hands on you. If to warrant coming to your house, they will come to your house. There are even cases don't even warrant coming to your house to even come and bust your house. They can be waiting you in any public places. You understand me? So that is the highest thing you can see them do. But behaving like the animals, the way they do right there in Nigeria, is because there is no law. So I believe that when intellectual people begin to come to power and now begin to reduce the system, which is the law and order, I believe that things will take another dimension.
Yes.
As I'm talking to you now, I'm calling from Spain. The king of Spain has a problem. Not the present king. His father has a problem. And he couldn't defend his father. According to their law, he had to be banished because of what he did to the people. He embezzled their money. He did a deal without declaring the deal. After many years, they find out now. As I'm talking to you, once he died, he will not be buried here. He will be buried in exile. To tell you where is law works. And this law we are talking about is being driven from the scripture. They took a lot of things from the scripture. So that is why we are here, we are safe, and we are sound, and we are secure. And they respected us that will keep the law. Anyone that keeps the law the government give you maximum respect. And when your record is clear and clean, I tell you the truth, it's a record for you. Nobody will harass you. So, but this Nigeria own system operating, it needs to change. But I know that all these things is happening for a change.
Yes, sir.
A real change.
Yes,
Not that kind of one they are talking about.
Yes,
because the analog cannot give anything.
Yeah.
The analog brain cannot give anything. So let digital begin to reform the system. I'm happy for Ondo election, and I believe that if this guy that represents PDP who won it again, who win the election, you will see that it will be escalating. You will be giving birth to each party.
Yes,
before you bring somebody. Don't just bring somebody because you want to bring somebody. No, it's not about Godfather. It's about what you know. What, because the office is a kind of employment.
Yeah.
It's not about power. So you give the job to somebody that you know that this one is capable to do the job, not because you know one Godfather. So I believe very soon all these things will change. You go there, introduce yourself. I believe he knows you more than as we think.
Yeah.
And I believe he will do what is needful.
Yeah.
We will continue to call him and just keep us updated.
Yeah,
and everything is okay for you.
Yes, sir.
So that is my contribution. So no cause for alarm.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Wonderful contribution. Thank you very much, sir. Uwese. So my brothers and sisters, una do well. I appreciate all of una. Wonderful contribution. We will get there. And the process start now. The process to get there start now. Reformation start now. The youth must wake up to defend the land and to stand for what is truth. Youth, shun evil, shun cultism, shun evil. Stand for what is right. Defend your state, defend your nation, and our country will be great again. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Una do well for sharing the broadcast with us this morning. I will give us updates. Let me freshen up and go to the station to know who wrote the petition against me. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. Have a blessed day.
Now we don't hear from Apostle Alfred Uyinusa. If you get anything to add, join with him, don't talk. Go to comment section, make you put your own for there. And before you go, I beg, make you help us share this video. Thank you for watching Dan ERG YouTube.